Guys, you have made it to episode 4. In this video, I'm going to show you how I trade RSI. I'm going to show you how I trade divergence and hidden divergence. Hidden divergence is trading with the trend, divergence is trading reversals. That's simple. And this video, I'm going to try my best to keep it short. I've been making them 20 minutes or so long, so I know that's probably killing you guys, but again, you watch a 20 video once and it could change your life. So let's get straight into it. So let's say that you're looking to trade divergence, you're looking to trade the RSI, and you're looking to look for reversal points. And this is how I trade it. I'm only going to show you and talk about how I trade every single thing I trade. Every tool, I'm just showing you how I use it, right? So let's say I was looking to sell the market, right? And I was looking for another confluence that the market wanted to drop. And I was looking for some hidden divergence. What I can use is the RSI. So let's check this out. Here's this neat trick, right? So if you look at the RSI and you see that the RSI is literally, right? If you look at this, it's pretty much literally at this point, you can honestly see a higher low. Like it's literally a higher low. Like if we go, let's say we drop down to even the 15-minute time frame, it's probably even clearer. So you can literally see it in clear as day. So how is the market dropping, but yet the market, right, is showing you lower lows and lower highs, but the RSI is showing you higher highs. So lower lows, but higher highs. That's gnarly. That's crazy, right? Not exactly. This is telling you that the market wants to continue to keep dropping. And that's the reason why I have my top line as red, because that's more of a understanding that, okay, the higher this point goes, the more of sells, continuation with the downtrend, right? And then price is creating higher lows, but it's creating lower lows and getting lower to the blue, the opposite of this. So let's say the market was going up, and as the market is going up, when the market pulls back, this low is lower than this low on the RSI, and it's flipped. So if the market is going like this, the market is going like that on the RSI, And if I see something like this, that's a continuation that the uptrend wants to continue to keep going up, or the market wants to continue to keep going down. In this case scenario, the market has showed a hidden divergence. This is another form of confluence. So let's break this trade down from A to Z. If you got and watched, so for the videos I posted trading with the trend, 50 and 20 SMA, and I showed you trading with the trend. So I showed you trend trading, 50 and 20 SMA, and Fibonacci, and this is going to be RSI. So already you should honestly know Fibonacci. So what do we see? We see, let's break it down. Fibonacci, right? So, we're in a downtrend, right? So I watched that video. I know how to spot a trend. We're in a downtrend. On top of that, I'm looking for a sell setup because I want to trade with the trend. I want to get a big risk reward, but I want to find out all my confluences. So I'm going to go up into the hot 1 hour time frame, and I see that we broke and retest this form of support, now formed as resistance. We got candlestick confirmations. We see an evening star right here. We see a pin bar. We see multiple pin bar rejections. We see another evening star. We see all these shooting stars and all these pin bars. But guess what do we see? We see hidden divergence on the 15-minute time frame. That's something that we never talked about before, is hidden divergence. So now we got hidden divergence. We see that the market is now trending and creating higher highs while the market is actually currently creating lower lows. That's another key signal that the market wants to continue to keep dropping. So that's even more of a confirmation that when structure breaks and gives me an entry, which guess what? Instead of me having an entry and stop loss like this big, instead of entering and have a stop loss this big, what are we going to do? Because we know how to catch big risk rewards. I'll wait. We're going to wait for the minor time frame structure to be broken. Exactly. So guess what? You now have a confirmation that you didn't have before. Hidden divergence. So we have the hidden divergence. We have the SMAs lining up and creating lower lows and lower highs. We're now trading below and rejecting off the 50 SMA. So we can now take off the SMAs now. We know that, of course, it's trading and trading with the trend. We're seeing sells. But so what we're going to do is we're going to be patient. This is something that I talk about, which is PDC. What is PDC? Patience, discipline, and control. You have those three things, you can be consistent in this market. So we have patience. This is something we're going to be talking about right now, is patience. So we're going to be patient. We're going to be waiting. 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 Boom, structure is broken. As soon as structure is broken, we have all those different confluences. So we don't need to be worrying about all those things anymore. All we have to do is look at, and if you want to, you can keep them on there if you need to. Some people, may want them still on there. I'm going to pull out my Fibonacci, mark it out from that previous structure high to that previous structure low, and boom. That's even more confident that the market wants to drop. Why? Because we have even hidden divergence on the 15-minute time frame. You can now tell your friends that. Why did you take this sell? Well, the market is trading and creating lower lows and lower highs. We broke and retested a form of structure. We had candlestick confirmations. We had hidden divergence. We had estimated lineups. What more do you need to take the sell? I mean, come on. You only need 2 or 3 confluences, and we have about 4 or 5 right there. Take the sell, right? But let's just say we're looking for regular divergence. Just regular, simple, old divergence. How can we spot that? How can we find regular divergence? Perfect example. The market is pushing up, pushing up, pushing up, pushing up. But guess what? We see hidden divergence. Not hidden divergence. We see regular divergence. We see the market creating higher highs. But guess what the RSI is doing on a 30-minute time frame? Lower lows. Oh my goodness. So we can look at this on the 15-minute time frame to get it more clearly. We see structure is very, very exhausted. It's exhausted of running all the way up here. The market is like, oh, I need to take a break. I need to catch a breath. So what it's going to do, it's going to give you signals. Boom, gave you the signal. Very oversold, hit the 80, but I'm not selling yet. I'm not even selling when price pulls up and goes all the way up to here. What am I going to do? I'm going to be patient. So this was my signal that price is getting ready for a possible reversal. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for structure to be broken. Something that majority of traders aren't doing. The majority of traders are just trying to sell here. So what they probably would have done is, oh, the market is oversold. Oh, I'm going to sell the market. The market pulls down, comes back up. They enter there. They pull out their fibs. They entered here. Stop loss is right here. But guess what they didn't account for? Price to create that high. You know what I'm saying? Price created that high, and you got stopped out. You was right in direction that there's a possible reversal point, but you weren't patient enough. So you didn't have PDC. You didn't have patience. If you had the patience, you would have waited for the to move to actually form, and you would have waited for Fibonacci entries as price is trending downwards. Look at that. Fibonacci entry. This is like a 5-minute move, right? You could have caught it right here. This structure a little high right at this point. Boom, right there. Look at that. Come on now. Look at this. Right? You were patient. You seen the sell all the way up there, but you had to wait how many hours? You seen that the market was oversold and you can see possible divergence forming. Boom, divergence formed. Okay, but I'm still not entering the trade. You had to wait. You had to wait over 4.5 hours to take the sell. 4 hours plus 4 hours and 15 minutes. You had to wait to take that sell. But guess what you have? You have patience, something that majority of traders don't have. 90% of traders, they just want the money, but they don't want to have patience. You have the patience. You have the patience. You got the money. You're the one who caught the 1 to 3 while he got stopped out. You guys are both right on direction, but he had something. You had something that he didn't. And that's knowledge. Well, he had the knowledge because he knew it was coming, but he didn't have the patience. And that's what's going to separate you from the next trader, because at the end of the day, you're trading against someone else. So what you're trying to do is not have an edge over him in one trade, but have an edge over him over 1,000 trades, over your whole career. And how you're going to do that is by taking high probability setups, taking setups that are aligning with your strategy, having good psychology, and having good risk management. You have those key things, you're going to be a slayer. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. This is how I trade divergence, how I trade hidden divergence, and how I actually trade RSI. I don't use it to look for oversold over. I don't do all that. I just look for divergence points, and I just use it as another form of confluence to take a certain trade. That's it. And if I have all those confluences like I did when I was showing you that 5-6 confluence, instead of me risking 0.5% on a funded account, I may risk 2% on that trade. Why? Because I have 4 or 5 confluences that the market wants to drop. And that's something that a lot of traders don't actually think about, you know? So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And if you did, leave a like, leave a comment, join the Discord, and you know what I'm saying? Even follow me on Instagram, because I'm dropping videos left and right. These videos are going to keep coming. I'm going to keep dropping them. So get used to it.